live. Came on a little bit late today because I was setting some things up. Let's see who's on. Today's gonna be a fun one. Let's see who's on. So yeah, I was chatting to my dad the other day and I was like, this company here, Royal Mail. If you're from the UK, you know what that is, Royal Mail. In the US, it's like FedEx equivalent, I'm guessing. But it's a huge company that delivers mail, basically. And I'm saying to my dad, I'm like, that is government owned. Like the Queen owns it. And hi Liam, hi Gaming Frog, hi everybody. Welcome to live. Yeah, I was telling my dad, I was like, that is government owned, this business. And he goes, nah, it's owned by private investors. And because it's got a crown on it. So I thought, you know what? I'll do some research. Turns out this was government owned until 2015. So basically the government sold 30% of their stake in 2015, this business. And when I was doing more research, I'm like, this is interesting. Who actually owns most of this business? And you'll find that it's actually a billionaire from Czech Republic. And this billionaire is a very rich guy. I think that's the guy. So this guy owns some football clubs. And I'm like, that's interesting. And whoever's joining today, welcome to the live, Green Sergeant, I remember you. And I was looking at this guy, and I'm like, he owns like West Ham, Prague. He owns these football clubs. And he owns a big stake in them. And I'm thinking, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. He owns this club, and he owns this club. So if you're watching today and you're into football, you probably know these clubs, at least West Ham. So, Gaming Frog, remember you. General purpose, are you okay? Yes, I'm good, thank you. So yeah, I've been doing some research and I'm like, that's interesting, that is interesting. And it turns out this guy here, he has some connections with the gas in Russia. So it made me think, interesting theory. We can think about this. So basically, if you think about it, a lot of these famous, well, not famous, but really, really rich people, they became, I just hit my laptop, they became really rich through economic crisis. So that happened in Russia, for example, Soviet Union. So you got USSR, and then you got the UK here. And in the UK, what's going on? That needs to be written better. People love football. People love football in the UK. Do you agree with this? Let's get a black pen out. Actually, a red one. But people in the UK really love football. They're like fanatics. And I'm thinking, why is this like the fourth person that I'm figuring out who is a billionaire and decides to invest in football? If anyone's following me. So that becomes Russia. And people are panicking because they're like, oh no, a lot of money is going to go somewhere and we need to basically, well, a lot of people leaving the country for a start. This was back in 1990. Well, football, Premier League started in the UK in 1990 as well. So it's interesting to see that. So that's the UK. So these people here, they are trying to figure out what to do with all this wealth that they've amassed from the Soviet Union, the collapse of the Soviet Union. So what do? They realize that actually football or sport in the UK is starting to become really popular. So I haven't been watching football for the past 10 to 15 years, but like, well, actually, past 10 years, the 15 is a bit too long. But like, I used to be a massive fanatic of football in general. Like, I support Chelsea, still support Chelsea, but I don't watch it as much. But recently, I've noticed something interesting. I've noticed that players have become more expensive. So, you know, what used to be like 10 million pounds a player is now like 150 million, just easy, just like making up monopoly money, that kind of thing. So you wonder why. It's because these guys like this, they've dumped their money into football. So my theory goes like this: if the if the economy goes rubbish somewhere, have you heard of the phrase great wealth is made in bad economies? Well, that's what these guys did. So they made a lot of wealth, legal or illegal, nobody knows. And guess what happens? They put it into something like the entertainment business, like sport, football, soccer, however you want to call it. If you're from the United States, then it'll be football for you, soccer for you. Um, so yeah, this is an interesting theory that I thought of, because if you think about it, how much has the industry, the sporting or football industry, has grown? And it's not just like games, like watching games. It's like everything. You think about like everything you can think of. Everything you can think of, like even as far as like crypto goes, like betting, sports in general, it's massive in the UK. So that's my theory about these billionaires who became rich from something that collapsed, which was the USSR. So if you're following on, do you get what I'm trying to say? I want to visit the UK. It's an interesting theory because if you stay till the end, you'll realize why this applies to you. It's a very interesting concept because think about it. People who are really, really rich, billionaires, they're always thinking where to put money into what industry and how to make even more money. So, Green Sergeant, why did you change your name to Coconut 550? Anyway, so why does this apply to you? Whoever's watching, probably watching the replay, I don't know. It's kind of interesting live to talk about like billionaires and the UK and in general, just like football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. Basically, these people found opportunities through their wealth. I'm not a billionaire. You're not a billionaire. Everybody who's watching is not a billionaire. I hope you're not a billionaire. If you are a billionaire and you're watching, then that's great. So saying I'm a YouTuber, that's awesome. So we've got a YouTuber in watching this live. So how does this apply to you? This whole thing about like shifting wealth from something that, you know, could have been illegal, but essentially something that played out to their advantage. So they made money through something that collapsed, which was an economy, an ideology, the Soviet Union. It collapsed, right? They made the money through this downturn, economical downturn. And what did they do? They shifted it into something much more, well, something that's growing basically, which is the football industry in the UK. And this applies to you because you might not have the money to invest like they do, but what's the difference between me, you, and a billionaire apart from money? We're all people at the end of the day. So every time you're doing something in your life, in your everyday life, just think about it like this: what can I do to make more opportunity? And this, like this sort of concept, you might not think it applies to you, but it really does. Because if you take the idea from here and realize that they found opportunity in something like football that grows It's grown like 5 times since 1985 to 1991 or something, when, you know, well, no, 2003. So in like 15 years-ish, it's grown like 5 times. And it's interesting to me. It's like these billionaires are probably in a chat, and they're like in a private chat saying, where should we put our money? We made so much money from the Soviet Union, this collapse of the Soviet Union. And this guy also, he's like, yeah, we need to make some money. What do? They put it into English football. So it's interesting to see that play out. But also, why I know this is true is because when I used to trade crypto as well, we used to trade like little meme coins. What's the first thing you do when you make a lot of money? You put it into something that is more stable, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. So, and those people that have a lot of Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're like splashing the cash into something that's less stable to make 10, 20x. It's the same thing here. It's literally the same thing. Like, all they're doing is taking the money that they've made from something that's really, you know, an economic crisis. It happens once every maybe 100 years, especially this type of economic crisis. So if you're watching today and you're thinking, my life's a bit weak, like my life is a bit dry, you know what I mean? My life is like not much is happening. Well, you need to realize that opportunity is everywhere. Everywhere you look around, whether that's just helping somebody, whether that's just being nice to somebody, whether that's just, you know, just doing the most simple things. But remember, you can, yeah, you're not alone, that's true. You can do something that could literally change your life. Like, you could literally meet somebody, and if they see that you're genuine, they see that you're nice, they see that you are all that you say you are, and you're genuine about it, you know, you can make some great connection. And it's not just about the connections. You got to realize that it's good for your soul as well. It's good for your soul. But if you're interested in something like money, which a lot of people are, which you know, people need money, but we're talking about billionaires here. You can still apply this concept to your own life. You just have to change the money for something like skills, education, mindset. Like, mindset is probably like, if you have good mindset, you are beating these guys, even though it's not money that you are trading against. It's still a better mindset which you need in order to, because all these billionaires, let's be honest, they're depressed. A lot of them, you know, they don't make it past a certain age. Why? Because they're so fixated on something like money. But I thought this was pretty cool. I thought this was a pretty cool and interesting concept, the fact that billionaires make more billions because of economic downturn and opportunity. Opportunity only comes once every, I don't know, it comes in cycles basically. But if you find an opportunity and you know it's an opportunity for you, you need to go for it. You need to definitely go for it. And maybe that opportunity doesn't look like something that could be the thing for you, but at the same time, these guys didn't see that football would be so huge right now. And don't forget, remember, the Arabs that are getting into football now, they have got filthy money. They got such, like, they're crazy rich, but they're still putting the money into football. So it's like, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. So basically, if you see beyond the trend, if you see beyond what you can see, so say like you're out in the sea, that the ship is here, but you can see beyond that ship. That's what you can see. That's your opportunity. If you can see that, you're gonna make a lot of life-changing experiences. You're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna make a lot of people happy, and you're gonna live a fulfilling life, essentially. But yeah, that's today's live. Boom. Oligarchs. Any questions about today's live, by the way? So, Coconut says he's got to go make content. That's awesome. As for content, content is important, but you've got to be consistent. That's the main thing. Let me just rub the board. By the way, whoever's joining a live or seeing what's happening here, do give a like for the live and sub. I'm also gonna do a poll how many people can come and see the live. What Hi Gaming Frog, what time you can make it, what time you can make it for the lives, because that's important. Let's see what people are saying. Gaming Frog, I am studying. That's awesome. Glad I don't need to study anymore. But you know what? I just study in general. Whatever I want to learn. Like even this live today, I was just, you know what piqued my interest about this live? Is because, well, it's the whole thing that's been going on with the Russia-Ukraine thing. Abramovich, the first like proper oligarch that was buying up the teams, well, team Chelsea. So found out about that and I was like, that's interesting. That's interesting because a lot of people followed after that. You got Arsenal, the Arsenal owner. I don't know if he's the owner anymore. You've got this guy, West Ham owner. So all these rich people, they're putting the money into something, and it's just crazy how much football is growing. It's like literally crazy. Gaming Frog, study in Algeria. Wow. What is your favorite subject? Well, if you're listening to this at age 11, then that's... If you take on board what I say, maybe that could change your life, honestly. So yeah, that's it's an interesting world we're living in. It's an interesting world we're living in. So you speak Arabic. I'm actually teaching somebody English who doesn't speak English, but he speaks Arabic. So that's cool. Who else is on today? Need to get the live to be on at a different time. Thanks. No worries. Sajid said the Queen's dead. Yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P. Queen was a lovely woman. Goodbye, Gaming Frog. Have a good time studying. Have a good time to study. Welcome to the live, new people. How are you all doing? How's everyone's day been today? My day's been okay. It's been alright. Welcome to the live, people. Everybody who's joining. I will be getting someone new on next time. Hopefully, maybe this week. I know a guy who I can get on. Who, he's an interesting guy. Who's been in He's been in the TV industry, so that'd be good. Hopefully, get him on. Welcome, new people. Welcome to the live. Let's read out some stuff from the community post sections. Welcome, new guys, to the live. New people. Tomorrow, we're gonna do a guess who. So, hopefully, we get more people on. But we're gonna do a guess who. Guess who's a celebrity, based on the personality traits and just in general. That would be fun. That will be fun. Welcome, people, to the live. Hi, Lana Joy Gordon. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining. We're talking about oligarchs. Well, we have been talking about, so you might need to watch the replay. But found out this guy who owns this company called Royal Mail, and he has some big stakes in the in some football clubs. So I was like researching it, and then this guy, turns out he's got connections with like Russian gas or big money, and then I was like put together this theory. The Russian oligarchs, most of them at the same time, they put the money into the football industry, if you've noticed. So it's just funny how billionaires work. It's actually really fascinating. You think about it. And how can it apply to you? Is basically, if you find opportunity, you might not have billions of dollars, but opportunity is created every single day. And if you know how to work with opportunity, if you know how to access that opportunity, you're gonna make something really amazing. And that was the takeaway for today's live, basically. So I've been trying to look for opportunity for the past 2 years. That was in crypto, and I'm just learning the same patterns in the whatever the billionaires do in as far as like oil, gas, football, stuff like that. The money that they invest into these assets or whatever, these businesses, property, whatever. It's all the same thing, but at the end of the day, we don't have billions of dollars, but it doesn't matter. Opportunity comes to those who are ready with open hands to grab the opportunity. And if you followed me for a while, you know that I'm big on that. I'm big on the opportunity thing. I'm just big on mindset stuff, because at the end of the day, your biggest asset is mindset. Your biggest asset is stuff that are not necessarily materialistic. Stuff that you can really be inspired by. For me personally, I'm inspired by people who also share the similar mindset to me. I don't like negativity. I don't like toxicity. I only like positivity. So, but that doesn't mean I'm delusional, because there's a lot of people that, you know, they have delusional positivity. You got to be aware of that as well. So um it's not just, oh, positive, positive, positive. No, your mindset needs to be right. Your mindset needs to be on point. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So but that's not easy to do in a world full of people who take advantage of you, people who treat you wrong, people who disrespect you, people who don't have the best interests for you, don't see the world like you see the world. But that's okay, because if you know who you are, you will see the world in a better light, and you will see the world in a way that people might not see the world. And you know what? They're gonna get agitated by you. They're gonna be like, you know what, this guy, he's so positive, got such a good mindset. He just never stops doing stuff, he never gives up. And that is when you'll find that people will be most attracted to you. It's being genuine and having proper positive mindset, and a mindset that is made of steel, basically, which is very hard to find in a world like this. But that all comes back to, you know, knowing yourself, finding your purpose, being the change in your life, and realizing that, just like the live that I did yesterday, that your grass may not look greener as other people's. You might not be a billionaire, which is what this live is about. But if you make use of the things that you have, you're gonna be in a better position than anybody else in this world. And I can guarantee that. It's not some theory. Well, this live was my theory, but it's not some theory that you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be happy all of a sudden. It'll be hard sometimes, but there will be times where you will see the fruits of your labor. That's what I'm trying to say. And some days it's gonna be hard. That's just part of it. That's part of the journey. That's part of what you do as a human. That kind of thing. That's basically what I wanted to say today. Thanks for joining, whoever did join. That's awesome to see people joining. And yeah, the next live will be hopefully we'll do something more interactive. I need to get some like streaming software, I really do. That's one thing, streaming software and better equipment, I guess. But that's all gonna come. Brain feed. It's just a start. And all the people that do believe in me and do believe in the thing that I'm trying to do, I'm telling you now, you're gonna be handsomely rewarded in many ways. That Elias, shout out to Elias. Yeah, you're gonna be handsomely rewarded. Why? Because, well, what I'm given is education mindset, and I can't tell you about the next thing that I can give, because then people will just be following me for that, and I don't want subscribers who follow me for purely out of selfish reasons, selfish intent. I mean, that's okay, but I mean in the more financial sense I'm talking about. But as we grow as a community, as we grow as brain feed, then we'll be focused on like a future plan sort of thing. And there are already people who are really, you know, believe in what I have, and I want to say thank you for the guys who do believe in what I have, because, you know, belief is very hard to achieve. But if people see that if people know who you are, the more people know who you are, the more they're gonna believe in you. That's just life. That is literally just life. But some people are just gonna, you know, some people are just gonna come for 2 minutes and then leave. Some people will be like, maybe something that he's said here actually makes sense. I'm gonna stay for a bit longer. But the real people who stay for a bit longer, we're talking like a few years, then they can see the full journey. And that's when people, you know, that's when people will really truly believe what it's about. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, thanks for joining anyone who did join. We're gonna do some different. Jonathan said thanks. Well, Elias. Yes. Anybody else on this live? And is there any questions? I can't speak today. Is there any questions? Put the chat. Mukadas, welcome to the live. Hello, sir. Hello, good sir. I'm also gonna do a poll about where people are from, which they can answer in the community post. Hi, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? Just doing this live to show, well, to share some insight to what I truly think about this whole, just something interesting. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna go to the gym today, which will be good. I feel like the gym is the best place to be at times. Not always. There's some people really addicted to the gym, but I'm not addicted. I try and go every day, basically. Almost every day. So who joined the live yesterday about Monday motivation? Did anyone join the live? What do you mean by that, sir? Do you have... I don't know. I don't get that question. Do not get that question. Do not get it. Comments always disappear. But yeah, like I said, I need to get some streaming software. That would be cool. But having said that, each time I go live, more and more people join, which is, well, it's not that they join. The people that do join subscribe, and then the people that are subscribed, they are then sent more lives that I do, which is like a knock-on effect. So yeah, now what are we on the subscriber count? Let's check. We are on 73,891. 73,891, which is kind of crazy. And I'll be posting some more videos today. It's got more time. Thanks for the like, by the way. Thanks for the likes. So we've got 5 people on. Welcome everybody who joined. And if you've just joined now, you're better watching the replay. But if you don't want to watch the replay, I can give you a rundown of what happened today. Also, my leg is like, you know, when you sit for too long for ages and your leg just goes. I just need to stand up for it. Yeah, thanks for that, bro. We got 6 people on. So does anyone have any questions about today's live or anything, answer those and then call it a day. Any questions, anybody? Let me check the chat. By the way, who wants to join tomorrow's live? Is there anyone who wants to join tomorrow's live? Whoever's here. And if you're watching a replay, just say, yes, I'm joining tomorrow's live. Because I want to do a more interactive live tomorrow. And it's going to be about it's going to be more focused on questions and stuff. More interactive. And you'll be able to find out, well, it'll just be more interactive. And it's already in the channel. So if you've not seen it, go to the channel, and you click on it, and you get notified when I go live. And then we'll get more people on. That's the reason. Also, I don't know why I put this this shirt on top here. Oh, it looked. I was actually drying it. Do you have any dog? Cool. Makodas said he's joining tomorrow. Yeah, I do have a cat, but she's downstairs, and I'm not gonna get her to come up. Not gonna get her to come up because she's not allowed upstairs anyway. I don't know why I didn't just put a normal shirt on. It looks so formal, this live. But whoever did join the whole way, you're a G. You're a G. Do you have a cat? What's the cat called? Bala. It's a nice name. Is it a he or a she? Is it a he or a she? I'm gonna put these glasses on. Boom. Like that. Welcome to the live, whoever is here. Welcome to the live. She. Yeah, my cat's a she as well. Chelsea. Who else has pets in here? Who's got the pets? Who got the pets? Welcome to the live. Show chat. Yeah, it's funny that my cat is called Chelsea and the live was about Russian billionaires. Well, not necessarily Russian, but you get the point. You get the point. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go live once every 2 days, by the way. Because according to the statistics, we should go live once every 2 days. You know, sometimes people think going live more often is better, but it's turning out to be not true. Yeah, it is a nice name for my cat. It's a very nice name. Very nice name, indeed. Welcome to the live, new people. How's your day been? Or has it just started? My day has just, well, the fun part of my day has just started. I'll tell you that. Fun part of my day. Any more questions, guys? Four people on. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go off. It was nice talking to you guys. Thanks for joining the live today. That cat guy said, "How was your day?" People joining who like cats. My day has been great. It's been awesome. Yeah, it's been good. Thanks. Just been working, and then I came home and did this live, hence why I'm in my shirt. That kind of thing. So yeah. That's that. How was your day? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining.